Whoa!
All
Look
of this
that.
looks so familiar.
Well,
and you know why? Because I've played this before.
We've done
and
it
you know
before.
why? Because the last time we played it, I forgot to record the video.
We didn't do the capture. Yay! We hope you enjoyed those podcast episodes of us doing Reddit stories. That was fun. A little bit of a change. That's a popular format right now. Just a lot of creators doing Reddit stories in different ways. I don't. Do you watch Dan Howell at all?
No, I don't know that name.
He used to be Dan Is Not on Fire. He's a British guy.
No, still don't. Yeah,
No.
not sure.
He did a video recently, sort of making fun of people that make like Reddit story videos, but because it's a popular format, and we need those clicks.
Anything we can get.
Anything to get the clicks. Click me up. Wow, you solved that so fast.
I solved it so fast because I know exactly what to do.
Holy shit.
And we're trying to finish the game today.
We're finishing the game. We're going to finish the game tonight. It's going to be, oh no, not this one again.
Yeah, this one. This is the worst thing, is that we stumbled onto this style of puzzle, which is just like make everything look symmetrical, and
look
I
pretty.
realized I did not like it. And now I have to play it again.
Those gotta all click into place. You gotta click them into place.
I'll actually do better this time.
So Connor, we're not doing Reddit stories this time because you said you had something to tell me.
I had a little fun interaction. Well, I didn't have the interaction, but I do want to tell you that somebody. Actually, I don't know if I told you this. I got to see Johnny Knoxville in real life.
Oh no way! That's wild.
He came to the escape room I work at.
Oh, fun! I was wondering if that was the setting.
Yeah, it usually is nowadays when I see celebrities.
Did he pull a little
somebody
prank?
I work with is very jaded, and she's like, "Oh, well, you like I don't care if like people come in or if they're famous. Like I just don't like." I don't care anymore because I've been here. I'm like, okay, well, I can still be excited.
Well, I'm still excited, so there.
It was cool seeing him. I saw him play a little of The Room, and he was, I think, with his wife and daughter. But the other thing, which I was screwed over. I was screwed out of this.
Oh, no.
Because one day at the escape room, we get a call from, or an agent, not an agent, a manager of a very big name, a very big name celeb.
Ooh.
And you'll find out who it is in just a second.
I was wondering if there was a reason you were concealing the identity.
Yeah, I just don't want to say it too soon.
Sure.
But I remember hearing the name and I was like, wait, what? They're coming here? And I realized that I wouldn't be working that day. I was actually at the other location that I work at. I was at this different escape room location. And I felt so bad because I knew this person was coming in. And we have a Jumanji-themed room at the escape room that I work at.
Uh-huh.
And do you know any of the actors who were in the new Jumanji, like the updated
I'm familiar.
version?
I think I'm familiar.
Who do you think came in to play a game with their family?
It's got to be Jablinski. It's got to be Jack
It
Black.
was not.
What? Not Jack Black? Kevin Hart?
Wow, you're wrong again.
The Rock.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in.
Are you serious?
My place of work
Oh my
when I
God.
was not there.
No!
But I did get a picture from my friend who got to take a picture with him. Said he was really nice, which is good to hear.
Yeah, that's lovely. He just donated a fuck ton of money to the SAG strike.
I heard about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which was even better that I got to that I almost interacted with him.
Yeah, so close.
So that was cool. I was hanging out with my coworkers, and then my manager came up and said, "Hey, The Rock's coming in tomorrow." And we're like, "Huh?"
What? Oh my God.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna be here.
That's such a bummer.
Which was unfortunate, but they said they were with his mom,
Oh,
and his
wow.
mom calls him Dewey,
Aww.
which is even more incredible. I love that.
That's really cute. I love that his mom calls him Dewey. Are we?
Yeah.
We're reporting here. You heard it first, TMZ. The Rock's mom calls him Dewey.
Well, I've learned that his original wrestling name was Dewey.
Was Dewey? Oh, that's fine. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I'm not a big
Yeah.
wrestling guy.
Neither am I, but one new guy I work with at work is a big wrestling guy.
His name is The
And-
Undertaker? I don't know.
Yeah. And he put some old wrestling clips on while we were working one day.
Okay.
And I was like, I get why this is so big. Like,
Yeah.
it's really just theater. It's really just theater, but like
Absolutely.
way more intense.
Yeah.
And
And they
I can
kick each other in
understand
the
that.
face.
Yes.
I get it. I don't know. I mean, I never went through like a huge wrestling phase, but like my childhood best friend had like a huge WWE phase, and so like I think I like absorbed some of it because of that. Like we would always play the WWE video game, and we made like our own custom wrestlers, which was very cool.
Nice.
Always enjoyed doing that. And that came back for me later in life when I watched Monster Factory, because they did a couple episodes where
Yes.
they did custom wrestlers.
Those wrestling games nowadays are something.
They certainly are. I don't know. I mean, would you ever like? It's interesting because obviously, like the WWE isn't the only like fantasy sort of based wrestling league. Like Moist Critical has one, right? The like Moist
Mhm.
Wrestling League. Do you think that
Yeah.
like as an actor, would you ever want to do something like that? Like,
No,
no?
I don't think I could. I don't think I have the wherewithal and the stamina, I guess, to keep up with that rigorous of
Stage combat?
stage combat. Yeah,
That's
if
fair.
it's just continual over and over, I think I know my limits there.
Yeah. I get that.
But hey, if I'm being paid millions of dollars, I will definitely do
I
it.
definitely do it. Why not?
What am I missing? What I did this so easily last time.
Well, we didn't see it, so
Yeah, but
I do what
that's
you
right.
know.
This is there. That's there. That's there. All of this is good. The
I
hecky.
have a story for you as well.
Okay.
I caused a bit of an incident at my apartment complex the other day.
Oh, did you burn something and the fire alarms went off?
Not quite. So I have been having this smell in my apartment, right? And it's been like a month since oh, what the hell?
Found it.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's
What the hell?
what the hell? But so I've been having this smell in my apartment, and it's been here for like a while. And it's in my it was in my living room, and it just would not go away. And so like I would constantly have to be like airing out my place to like get it to like smell less. And the first time that I smelled it, I was like, this smells like gas. Like I think I have a gas leak. And so I called my super, and I was like, hello, Mr. Super, I think I have a gas leak. And he told me, he was like, no, they're painting downstairs. And because I think I've definitely talked about this on the show, because there's construction going on the building next to my apartment. And so he was like, it's the fumes from the paint are coming up through your vents. And I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, that's totally it. And I was like, okay. And like, it didn't smell like the natural gas that comes out of my stove. So I was like, sure. I guess maybe it's just paint fumes. But then the paint fumes were there the next day, and the next day. And then I left for 2 weeks to go do for 3 weeks to go do a contract, and I got back, and they were still there. And so I just sort of sat with this. And so I was like, it's fine. Like, I had lit fires in my apartment, and not blown up. So I was like, I'm pretty sure this isn't a gas leak. Otherwise, I would be dead. But so my parents came up to visit just for the day. And they came to my apartment and they came inside and I was like, do you guys smell the smell that I've been telling you about? And my dad was like, that smells a lot like gas. Like, I think it's gas. And I was like, but it doesn't smell like the natural gas. Like, I don't know what it could be. And he was like, well, like, since we're here, why don't you call the company and just, like, tell them about it, and, like, we'll help you field any questions, like, since, you don't really have any experience doing this, like, sure, we'll help you out. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just call and tell them about the smell and see if they can recommend anything or if they'll send someone over. And so I did. I called and I was like, hello, like, my name is Brendan, I live here, there's a smell, I've been smelling it for like a month, and they were like, okay, so we're gonna send an agent over right now, you should open your windows and meet him in the lobby, in 45 minutes, and also don't, like, light any fires or anything, just in case there's gas. And I was like, okay, I mean, I wasn't gonna do that anyway, so I was, like, getting ready to go, putting on my shoes. My parents are, sitting in my apartment, when my buzzer rings. And I was like, oh, like, crap. The guy's early, because it had only been, like, 10 minutes at that point. 10, 15 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And so my dad already had his shoes on. He's like, I'll go down and let them in. And so he starts going down the stairs. I get my shoes on, and I'm following him. And I live on the top floor of my building, and there's no elevator, so it's just several flights of stairs, and my dad stops in the middle of the stairs, and I can kind of hear footsteps at this point, and I was like, alright, I was like, Dad, what's going on? Like, what are you doing? And,
Dad,
like,
keep going.
I'm still above him. I was like,
there are more stairs, Dad.
Oh yeah, I was like, Dad, come on, like, let's keep going. What are you doing? And so my dad is just standing there, and I round the corner, and I see coming up the stairs 6 firemen in full uniform with fire axes just marching toward us up the stairs. And I was like, oh shit, what have I done? I fucked up somehow here. This is bad. My dad, like, clears and lets them go past. They come up to me and they're like, I start walking back up to my apartment, and they get up to the floor that I'm on, and they're like, are you the one that called about the gas? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And they were like, all right, let's shut it down. We'll get it done. My mom and dad have left the building at this point. Also, by the way,
great.
And so I am standing in my kitchen with, like, 6 of the tallest men that I've ever seen, all wielding some kind of metal object, who are pulling my stove out from the wall, turning everything off, and, like, scanning shit, and they're like, yeah, you have a gas leak. And I was like, fuck. They were like, it's just a minor one, though, so it wasn't dangerous at all. Like, it's just, you just got a little gas leaking out, and that's what's causing the smell. And I was like, yeah, I think it's, okay, as I'm, like, staring up at them. And so the guy seemed a little disappointed, like, in that he was just like, yeah, okay, whatever, it's just a tiny gas leak or whatever. He's like, the guy from your gas company will be here shortly, if you could let him in. And I was like, okay, so I followed them out, and I see outside that they have a full-ass fire truck there, with the lights blaring, and a guy manning the ladder, like, in the ready position to evacuate the building.
God.
And I was like, holy fuck. Like, what is going on? And then then the Con Ed guy, Con Edison is my gas company, I don't think it matters if I tell you that, it's the gas company for most places in New York. The Con Ed guy shows up, and the fireman is like, you got the door, whatever, and so I let him in. He comes upstairs, and immediately just starts, like, taking apart my stove and oven, and he was like, oh, I think that it's just the pilot lights went out. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, like, the stovetop pilot lights, I think one of them went out. And I was like, okay, sure. And so he just pulls out a box of matches and just starts waving them around, like lighting them and waving them around and relighting shit. And I was like, oh my god, like, am I about to fucking explode right now? But he was like, yeah, next time just check those and it'll be fine. Why didn't you call before? I was like, my super told me not to, and he was like, that was your first mistake.
Trusting your super.
Trusting your super. And then he left, and the fire engine peeled out, and I caused quite a scene. So,
wow.
Yeah. It's the first time I've gotten the fire department called on me.
So they were called on you, or they just, like...
I guess when
How did they know?
Yeah, I guess when I called Con Ed, they were like, there's a possible gas leak, we have to report this to the fire department. And so they showed up, along with the Con Ed representative. But yeah, it was really something.
Wow.
I mean, the smell is gone. That's a plus.
Good. They fixed something.
Yeah. Now I can, I guess, cook on my stove again, which I've done since they left, and I haven't exploded.
Good.
It is just kind of wild, though, that, like, I absolutely could have died at any time during the past month. Like, if it had been a more severe gas leak.
I just would not have known.
Oh, yeah. You would have been like, where's
I would
Brendan?
have texted you, been like, hey, time to record.
And I would have been exploded.
You would have exploded.
Yeah.
And then I probably would have found out a couple weeks later when somebody's like, hey, did you hear Brendan exploded?
Yeah.
Then all 62 of our subscribers would be like, no!
No! Brendan exploded! I can't believe it!
My favorite character from Popsicle Meltdown Convention.
Yes, that's me. Your favorite character, Brendan. Oh, we're back before the flower one.
Speaking of exploding.
Oh?
Pretty cool that you have that story, because in the past 2 weeks, I have 2 stories in which I thought I was gonna explode.
You don't say.
Yes. One of which I was getting gas.
Sure.
And as I was getting back into my vehicle, I saw a woman drop her lighter. And in my brain, I was like, oh, she dropped her pink lighter on the ground. She should pick that up. I wonder how she dropped that. And then right afterwards, I said, I'm about to explode. If she doesn't pick that up, I'm gonna go boom because we're at a gas station. Yep. Why are you holding your lighter so loosely at a gas station?
Why are you using your fucking lighter at a gas station?
So that was uncool.
Sure.
That was uncool of her. The other time I went to the mall because I wanted I wanted Five Guys, and that was the closest I could find. The Five Guys was at the mall.
Sure.
And side note, do you want to know how much a burger from Five Guys now costs in Los Angeles, California?
I'm betting it's probably the same as it does in New York, so it's like $8 or something, maybe 10.
Oh, you silly, naive goose.
Oh?
A bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, you didn't tell me it's bacon.
All right, well, give me a second.
Okay.
A bacon cheeseburger used to cost like $8 in Maryland, let's say 10 years ago.
Sure.
Now that it is 2023 and inflation is what it is, and I'm on the West Coast, in LA, how much do you think a bacon cheeseburger costs?
$16.
$13.95.
Wow.
Or sorry, not 95. $13.19.
Wow.
So closer to $13, but still. But after I always got to get my chocolate shake with it too.
Of course.
That was another $6.
Yeah. They really.
It's just an overall expensive meal.
It absolutely is.
And as much as I like Five Guys, I'm starting to think maybe I gotta. It's not as good of a bang for your buck as it used to be.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, That's the thing, is that like there are other burger shops where I could pay, like, if I'm reaching into the teens for a burger, like I pay $2 more at fucking Red Robin, I get like a burger, you know? Like, and not just like fast food burger. Like, this is like a well prepared burger.
And the fries are included and whatnot.
Exactly. Yeah. You get the steak fry. You get bottomless steak fries. Or at least it used to be bottomless. I don't know if it still is. That's just a bummer. It's just a bummer. Inflation is a bummer. Capitalism is a bummer.
Capitalism certainly is a bummer.
Yeah.
For everybody that's not the 3 people that it helps.
True. Wait, so how did you almost explode from a burger?
Second time, my burger. I was waiting for my burger to be made, and so I was sitting at one of the food court tables, and I see 2 white kids in front of me, like teenagers, eating their Five Guys as well.
Sure.
So they're sitting, chatting, and then out of nowhere, once they're done, they leave just a mess at the table, which I don't know who's raising you. I don't know who's raising these kids, but whoever's teaching them to not clean up after themselves, especially at a mall food court,
that's fucked up.
Shame on you. So that distracted me because I looked over and I was like, why is that just like full of trash? Like, that's so disgusting and terrible. Why did they not just get up and throw it away? Maybe they're coming back. So I looked back, they were not coming back.
Sure.
They were certainly gone. And but then I looked down at their chair and there is a backpack. And I said, okay, 2 white teenagers. We're in America, and this is a mall. I'm not feeling too safe.
Yeah.
And an old Asian woman walks over to the table to use the half of the table that they did not, like the clean half, and she was also looking at their stuff, like, are they coming back? And I was looking at her, and she was looking at me, and we kept looking back over our shoulders, like, should we call somebody? Because is this like an airport situation where it's like, if you see something, say something, right, and call the number. But I just got my food and then moved to a different table in the food court, just further away from the backpack, so if it did explode, I wouldn't get as hurt.
Fair.
Because I wasn't going to leave the food court to have my burger.
I gotta have my fucking burger.
I had to eat my burger.
Yeah.
Is this wrong? This is wrong? What the fuck?
Oh
no! Wait a minute. Oh,
what is?
Gosh. Wait, where'd it go?
What is the worst airport experience you've ever had?
Worst airport experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
I missed my flight one time, and though it wasn't terrible, though it wasn't like I was really pissed because, like, I told my friend to get me to the airport at a certain time.
Sure.
He did not, and then I ended up being late. So I looked like the fool, even though I was like, no, I knew I should have been here on time.
Oh, I knew.
So I got to the gate, and I did that whole rigmarole with the woman there, where she's like, the gate closes at this time, and I'm like, yeah, but like, I was here and I just had to run here, like, could you please open, like, I need to make this flight. And she's like, have you never been or what'd she say? She's like, have you been on a flight before? Like, she was sassy with me about it.
Ugh,
she's like, have you flown before? And I said, yeah, I've just never been late to a flight before. Like, that's why I'm frustrated. Like, I don't see why you have to be a dick about it.
Yeah.
That was, I haven't really had any worse experiences than that. Most of the time, like, I mean, when I was a kid, my dad would take hold of making sure we got to the place on time. I don't think we ever missed a flight when I was a child, so.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think we did either. I've not fucking knock on wood, but I've still never missed a flight. I've had some close calls though, especially when we were in Boston, flying out of like Boston Logan. I just because we were so close, like I would procrastinate like going to the airport, and sometimes I would just like end up like sprinting after I got through security. But I only did that once or twice. I haven't had too many bad airport situations, other than just like people being dicks sometimes. Flights though, I've had flights get delayed and shit. My friends who were coming back from a contract that we worked on together, I was flying back to Pennsylvania, and they were flying to New York. And I do not know how this happened, but there was a storm over New York and not Pennsylvania. They were in the air, circling the airport for 6 hours.
Oh my goodness.
6 fucking hours just circling. Like, not able to land, not able to get off the plane. Yeah, absolute hell. I can't even imagine, like, thinking that, like, this is going to be a 2-hour flight, and then it turning into an 8-hour one.
Yeah, jeez.
I think I would have, like, a panic attack. I think I would be like, no, get me off. I'll skydive.
Yeah, I'm just thankful I've never had one of those run-ins with, like, a Karen or anybody on a flight. Like, that just ruins the whole flight for everybody, that you see the horror stories on Twitter. Yeah. Or the horror videos
Reddit
of people just freaking out.
Well, yeah, because there was that woman a couple weeks ago who, like, saw the Invisible Man, and fucking the whole plane had to be evacuated.
Yeah, I didn't look into that too much, but
the aftermath.
I heard
crazy.
About it. What happened? What do you mean, the aftermath?
Yeah, so I was reading, and I mean, it's fucking Twitter, so who knows how much of this is true, but, like, news networks were trying to contact her, to, like...
Oh, and then, like, nobody could contact her, right?
She just fucking disappeared. Disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't know if there's been any updates to that since, but that was the last thing that I saw, was that people were trying to contact her. Her family and friends were trying to get in contact with her, and nobody could find her. People were like, she got by the CIA or something. And I was like, probably not. But, you know, kind of spooky.
Yeah, that is spooky.
I don't even know, like, what explanation there is for that in terms of, like, conspiracy theory. Like, is it like aliens? Is it like a ghost? Cryptids?
Yeah, I when they say, like, oh, the FBI got her, it's like, what were the FBI? What like, who fucked up at the FBI and was like, Invisible Man is here.
Gotta get her.
We left Invisible Man out, and now we have to go get her. Like,
we let him onto a plane.
I don't understand that. Yeah, like, oops, he got a ticket.
Yeah. He's just fucking walks up. He's like, "Hello, I'd like to pay for coach."
If that is the thing that happened, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. The world's getting weirder.
We really know very little.
Very little. We just started filming my short today.
Yeah, how's that going?
And it's going really well. The first day went really well, and the people that we work with, some of them we knew prior, but others we didn't. And the people that we met on set, they all know Tim Robinson sketches.
God.
So throughout the day, if somebody just said a thing that sounded like that we know, we were all like, "Oh, let's jump on that and let's talk about that for 10 minutes."
Absolutely.
It was so funny.
We gotta end the episode. Let's
hold on.
Oh, let's hear more about your short when we get back. We'll do some free promo.
And we're done. Let's go, because we're gonna finish a little to the left next episode.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Catch on the flippy dip.
Eat your vegetables.
Please.
Nom, nom,